What's up, Wefobz Nation? Welcome to the third showing of this show called Stream Surge, brought to you by Wefobz itself. It's your boy Guy So Smooth, and I'm here to provide you with your latest news updates, and then we'll get into the topic of the day, evening, or freaking midday, or wherever you are in the world. Just saying, what's up to everybody out there? Hope you all are doing fantastic. And if you're not, grab a cup of coffee, grab a soda pop, grab a drink of water, because things are about to get a little heavy as we go on with this third show. We want to welcome you back again to another sitting of the Stream Surge right here. Being that this is our third show, we've gotten quite a few things done and flattened out and straightened out, and we're hoping to provide even better entertainment as we move forward and continue to do more shows with all of you here on Wefobz. So if you're tuning in for the first time, you want to know what the hell Wefobz Stream Surge is. Wefobz Stream Surge is our connecting with updated news throughout the world, including here in the United States, because we want to keep our ear to the ground and our eyes on the prize. We want to keep updated with all of that, and one of the platforms that we go to do that is our very own X platform. Yes, this is definitely where we want to go get our news, because as we've been saying before, X is one of those sites that gets unfiltered news on the spot, in your face, at the time you need it. And we want a part of that. So this is Wefobz Stream Search. Come along on our journey as we explore the news to keep up to date with what's going on. It may help us, it may not. At the same time, it's never, it's never a bad idea to kind of tap in and tune into the world and plug into what information is coming down. Oh man. So why don't we get to it? Let us go to the Explore tab on X, and let's see what's the latest. After we talk about the latest updates, we're going to get into a heavy subject that's coming up. If you have seen the heading for our third show, it's pretty deep, and we wanted to touch on it because we ourselves have a stake in the game, or not the current subject that we're gonna be talking about, but we do have feelings, strong feelings towards what it talks about. But yeah. Let's leave that for the main part of the show. Right now, let's get into the updates and see what's going on in the whole wide world of X. Yeah. So today's news: Trump seizes control of the DC police and deploys the guard. So I've a couple uh been seeing a couple I saw how the mainstream media has been portraying this, and it's funny because people on the left and the right, they are actually, ironically compared to what the freaking politicians are trying to say, they are actually agreeing with how Trump is putting seizing control of the DC police, because out there in Washington DC, um, crime is rampant, and something was needed to be done for a long time. So in the news clip that I watched recently, was today actually, it showed up that the mayor, I think, of DC was trying to say, "Oh, DC is fine. Um, we don't need no federal rule of law coming into DC and messing with us and messing with the people here." But everybody else wanted to beg to differ. The people who live in DC beg to differ, because they are saying it's a very well known fact that crime is out of control in that area, in that location. And DC, Washington, DC, is the capital of the United States. And if you go more into that story, you'll figure out that's probably why. Actually, it's not probably. That is actually why it's all in the news and it's hot right now. And X is showing this. The next one we got is about Taylor Swift. Okay, she conquers the news for a second day in a row. We did talk about her yesterday. Now we're talking about her today. Or was it earlier? Yeah. She was in the news. Wow. Looks like she's gonna be going on what do you call it? A news cycle? Let's see how long she stays in the. She's been in the news right now, 2 days. The news on X, and that's saying something if you're in there. Another one. Let's see, I gotta arrange a few things, guys. We are looking at Adam Schiff's alleged leaks under the FBI and congressional scrutiny. Ooh, so this one is about one of the politicians from the Democratic side in Congress, in the U.S. Congress, about how he um, orchestrated this whole thing to undermine Trump's presidency the first time around, and saying Trump was a criminal and the Russia, um, he was a agent of Russia and all that stuff. It's now coming out that this guy, Adam Schiff, well, allegedly, this is the news that people are reporting on. This guy, Adam Schiff, was actually it was him that carried out all these shady um, instructions to the people to go after Trump and stuff like that. Pretty in the political world, they're really up in arms over this. I can tell. That's been the news ever since I got up and started reading on what was going on with, on X and then other platforms. Usually compare the news on X to other platforms such as MSNBC, Yahoo, CBS, and you're always gonna get the unfiltered news from X. Anyhow, that's what's going on with this boy, this guy Adam Schiff. But a lot of you are like, yeah, it doesn't pay my bills. But for people who do follow this stuff, it most likely seems, this is my opinion, this guy is really gonna have the law come after. Well, the law is coming after him actually, but I don't know if we're gonna see any arrests. And that's kind of been the criticism of the Trump administration now. They're so big on bringing out all these people did this, and this. It's a crime, and it's that, but they haven't made any big arrests, no big name arrests for what they're talking about. We haven't seen any friggin' notable names or notable people being said, okay, this person is being indicted or this person is under arrest. So it's been a big critique and a big fail for this administration so far. From my personal perspective and a lot of others on uh, throughout this platform. Moving on, moving on. Pengu, B Pengu. Okay, I don't know what B Pengu is, but I know what Pengu is because I have a couple of those coins. Not a lot, a very small bit. I FOMO'd in, had the fear of missing out, so I bought some coins. I could have bought it even less than what the price is right now. It's about 3 cents. Goes up, it bounces between 3 cents and 4 cents. I could have bought it at like even less than a penny, but I was, oh man, was it less than a penny or like two or 1 cent? But it was one of those I sat back and wanted to gauge the market and see what the relevance of if it was profitable to even buy in. So far, from Guy So Smooth's personal perspective on Pengu, this is not financial advice. Bought in because I like what I see. I like the progress that Pengu has been putting out, and Pengu is tied to like Pudgy Penguins. They're an NFT. They originally were, they are, and originally came out as a non-fungible token, but because of their CEO and the latest guy heading them, Luca Nets, I believe is his name. They've been getting some real world traction both in business and commercial purchasing. Like they've been making big waves that you usually is very rare for NFT companies to do. Frick, Wefobz itself, we began as an NFT company and we still are, though we are kind of, would you say, pivoting towards multi. This is what we wanted to, not pivoting, we're evolving into a multifaceted, um, multifaceted entertainment chain or production chain, if that even makes any sense. We want to produce shows, and for all of you, whether it be news shows, comedy, that's where we're going with Wefobz. And we do still tie into our NFTs. That being set aside, what am I trying to say? This whole Pengu thing, you all might want to take a look at it if you're interested in cryptocurrencies and investments and things in the future. Like I said, disclaimer, it's not financial advice. I'm just putting it out there because I see it's trending right here. If it's trending on X, it's a big deal. What else is trending? Ling Ling Hera pop-up style. Don't know nothing about that. Wonderful Wednesday. Oh yes. A wonderful Wednesday to all of you from across the world or whoever's tuning in. Oof. Sorry about that. Freaking move the mouse. Must have got you all busy. But yeah, it's a Wednesday morning here where I'm at 140 HST. Up and at 'em. May have started a little late, or we may have started right on time. We were just getting a couple of things set for the show, just to keep the entertainment flowing smoothly. That's how your boy Got So Smooth does. Keep it smooth here on Wefobz. Tyler is trending in music. Ooh, who is this Tyler? Oh, Grok. What the? No, Grok. I did not want you. I didn't want you, Grok. And yeah, let's see if we can get this back. No, go back to explore. Go back to Tyler right here. See what this trend is. No. Who is Tyler? We haven't been keeping track of the music world lately. Sad, really, because when we started, we were really into music. Uh, doesn't Tyler album sale right here? Let's go here. Let's check her out. Let's see what she's all about. Oh, they were talking about low album sales. Oh wow, it's. I'm more thinking it was a positive thing she's in the news for, but it's not looking. It's looking like people are trashing her album. People are saying she's making history by only selling 3.7 thousand album copies. Wow, she is not in the news for a good reason. Oh man, she looks very young too. Wow, everybody clowning here. You know what's so funny is everybody clowning on her about her 3.5 units sold. I would like to see them try to sell 3.5 units of a freaking album in a week. You all try to step up. But then again, it's a major artist, probably. You know, you can't be, I think in their eyes, you can't be putting out those low types of numbers like that, right? That's probably what they're trying to say. Um, it's a sad reality, really. And Tyla doesn't look like she's doing too good in it. Test something here. And let's see if it comes up. So it does come up. Yeah, I was testing the chat there. Wow, that's so bad for Tyla. I don't even know her and I already feel bad for her. The music must be, is the music gotta be that bad? There's like all these, I think we've said it before. When you get memed on X about something, it's either you're a champion and you're winning in life, or you're really failing. And with Tyla, it looks like she's failing. Oh, so sad. Oh, so sad. Anyhow, let's get back to the trends. So that's why she's in music. Tyla's trending on X. It's not a good. It's not for a good reason. 20. There's like 25,000 posts about her, and mostly, probably a majority of those 25,000 posts are negative. Oh, so sad. All right. What else? In politics, we got the National Guard trending. It goes back to that whole Trump thingy with DC. I think he sent the National Guard out there. I may be wrong, but I think that's why they're trending right now. Okay. So, tell us what you think. Do you live out in the Washington, D.C. area? Do you think Trump should have stepped in and used federal power to start doing something about the crime that's happening in the DC? If he can do it in DC, would he be able to do it in other states? Now, I'm asking that question, but I already know the answer because DC is the only location where the president is allowed to use federal powers to do something about like crime and stuff like that. If I'm, that's what I heard on the mainstream news. I think it was, what was the name of the freak? It was a right wing news channel that said stuff about it, like described it. See, that's one of the things we want you as a Wefobz Nation member to do is we want you to always remain aware of your what's going on, at all times. Listen to the details and ask questions. Always ask questions. Have that libertarian type of thinking. Like question everything, right? We evolved into that. Your boy Guy So Smooth has evolved into that thinking. And I gotta tell you, it's been helping my thought processes, uh, especially with delivering these shows for everyone, so we can figure out what the hell is going on in the U.S. and the world today. Okay, we don't need to know who to follow. So let's see what's going on in business. This is more for, like I say, business is one of our hobbies, but at the same time, it's not a hobby. We're always looking for ways to earn passive income or to make money. Yeah. Why do we want to get that money? We want that financial freedom. That was originally always the goal. Financial freedom. Able to do whatever we want to do. We want to get on the level that a lot of those people with that are real well off in life are on, because it's been very difficult lately. Very difficult for the past 5 years to get a healthy living situation going for a lot of people, us included. The New York Stock Exchange congratulates Circle on its first earnings as a public company. This is big for cryptocurrency. So, Circle and the launch of ARC, a new Circle, these guys have this stable coin called USDC, which, if you know anything about stable coins, it's a cryptocurrency that is balanced towards the dollar. So if you have one USDC coin in your electronic wallet, you have the equivalent of one US dollar, and it will always remain that amount. Anyhow, the company that created that digital currency made big, huge profits for this quarter, the second quarter of 2025. Meaning, in layman terms, they're making hella money and they're doing pretty good. And that's a good thing. If a cryptocurrency company is doing good, that's good for crypto, and that's good news to us here at Wefobz, because we've got a lot of things in crypto. We started in crypto in Web3, so that's a good outlook. You know what else we have here? Oh, we get the Yahoo Finance news here. Oh, fresh inflation data shows that tariffs are pushing goods prices higher, creating a dilemma for the Fed on whether to hold rates steady in September. So this guy, Jerome Powell right here, this dude right here, this old man, he tells everyone in the US when the money is going to be worth something or when your money is not going to be worth something, which is kind of ridiculous, is why a lot of people on the X platform are arguing they need to end his administration, like his organization, which is called the Fed, Federal Bureau of I totally forgot the whole name to it thing, but they need to cancel them, take them out of the equation, fire this guy's ass, and take him out. Because one person trying to justify the price of your money, like how much power your money has, or it's actually called buying power. This one guy trying to tell you how much buying power your money has just doesn't make sense. People are saying you should leave it to the markets, or the buying power of your money should be measured by how the markets are doing, how all companies are doing in general, not by what one man thinks. Because there's actually been a time, like really recently, I think it was last week, everybody was saying to cut interest rates so that people could get better deals on loans. And like I said, the power goes back to your money. On your buying power, your money gets more buying power. This fool goes and says, no, we're gonna keep the interest rates as is, which is pretty high right now. It's like at 0.4% or something like that. Anyhow, he's keeping the interest rates at what they are and not cutting them. But everybody was expecting a cut from this last meeting that they have. They're probably wondering, man, guys, so smooth, why are you telling me about all this? I'm telling you all about this because it goes back to the buying power of your money. So if you have $100 and your $100 can only buy $50 worth of goods, does that make sense to you? See, now that's where this punk comes in. He's the one keeping the power of your money low, like at a low level. your money is not Super Saiyan level. It's like puny Gohan level when Gohan first started. If you watch Dragon Ball Z. Anyhow, that's the news on there. So he's right now they're trying to say um the tariffs are pushing, okay, they're saying that tariffs are driving goods prices higher, which is not a good thing. Meaning everybody always knew that we're saying that like those tariffs that Trump chopped on all the countries is gonna make everything expensive. And because everything's expensive, the Fed, usually this guy's organization, has to cut rates, but they're trying to say maybe we won't. They're thinking about it. They're in a so-called right here dilemma. That's that story. I can't believe I took that long to explain that. My bad. Freaking my bad, Wefobz Nation. Okay, let's see what else we got here. This is all in business. Okay, that's Fed futures. Trump trying to get him all. Okay, so Trump is trying to say that President Trump is trying to say his administration is doing really good in the economy. But then there are, like the Fed dude that I just showed previously, Jerome Powell, are like, nah, not yet, Trump. And then there's also these guys, um, like Goldman Sachs, which is I think it's a huge investment firm that deals with like investing billions of dollars. They're pretty big money. I think they're siding with the freaking Fed dude, Jerome Powell, and saying no, the economy's not doing good with these tariffs. And Trump is trying to say, oh, you guys need to find a new person to come in. You guys need to find somebody else to come and talk to me about it. it's if it's one thing I'll give Trump, man, he gets up in your face and when he wants something, he tries out to go out there and get it. You know, when he wants someone to agree with what he's doing, he like goes out there and makes people agree with what he's doing. But still, you know, we'll see how it plays out because it's still right now prices are way still too high, and so far Trump, you taking a L on the economy right now, taking some losses on the economy. This is another huge loss based on his administration as well. The deficit, or the U.S. debt, it's grown to 291 billion in July, despite the tariff revenue surge. Meaning, even though he put his tariffs out there, CNBC is trying to say that the debt still got bigger. CNBC is a bias to me. Is biased towards the left, towards the Democrats. But when you think about it, they are kind of saying what everybody's seeing, and this is probably why Trump is trying to tell those guys, hey, no, 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 our economy is going good, because the prices are still high. Trump, the prices on things and goods are still high. Things haven't come down yet. It's what other people would be arguing. It's the price you pay for putting a tariff out there. But at the same time, we personally, I do agree with tariffing other nations and making them pay for a higher price on services. But it would only work and would only make sense if they took out things like income tax, um, property tax, freaking take out taxes, period, right here in the United States. Then people would probably turn a very good eye towards tariffs. They'd feel better about tariffs because you're taxing other places and they're gonna raise the price of their products that they send to the United States, which is going to raise the price when you go buy at the store. So people need money, more money to buy stuff that they've already been buying before. Like you're gonna buy a roll. Let's take for example, you bought a roll of toilet paper, a pack of 6. You used to buy them for like $2, $3. And let's say your TP for some reason comes from China. Don't even give me no bad example, bad example. Okay, your TP comes from Canada. Now what cost you $3 is they probably double or triple the price because Trump hit them with a tariff saying, hey man, anything you sell to us, we're gonna put a tariff on it. You're gonna have to pay extra to sell it to us. So instead of selling it to us for $3, they sell it to us now for $12. Man, toilet paper was such a bad example because we already make toilet paper locally in the United States. Syrup, right? Syrup coming from Canada. Bottle of syrup probably used to cost what, $3, $4, goes up 12, $16. This is just uh, an imagined scenario, but this is what people are talking about with what's going on with the tariffs. If you find it confusing, don't forget, you can jump in the chat and tell me if you're confused still, and or tell me if you're bored with what I'm talking about with the news, because I feel I'm not bored. I like this type of news. I've grown to like this type of news. Anyhow, moving on. Let's go to sports. Serena Williams goes viral after working out to get thinner. Holy shizzle. Is that Serena Williams? What the frick? What are you doing to yourself, Serena Williams? What are you doing to yourself? You look like skin and bones. Damn, girl. Well, I don't know. Maybe some men's taste are into that. Maybe her herself, she feels very liberated, feels light, less hassle. But man, as a Samoan, we would look at this and say, "Oh, are you a little sick?" Which is kind of dumb because Samoans we have our own problems ourselves with, in terms of obesity and stuff like that. Don't even get me started. But it just looks, wow, she lost a lot of fat, like a lot of muscle too. It kind of begs the question if she's overworking out and the workout is eating into her muscles because she don't have the muscle power that she had before. Honestly, me, I prefer them thick. I like the way she used to look. But if she's happy with her body now, then who's to argue? I mean, why people are talking about it is because she's a public persona, and if you're a public persona and you put yourself out like that, you posting pictures on Instagram and Facebook or X or whatever, of course people are gonna critique you and criticize you. But man, I'm looking at him like, damn, girl, like, it is what it is. The before and after, see, she had a hot ass. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Get your head out of the gutter, guys. So smooth. Get your head out of the gutter. I know that. Okay, what's going on here? Sha'Carri Richardson responds to video showing her abusing her boyfriend Christian Coleman and says she will be getting help. What the frick? She's oh man. There exists women like this who beat up on their men. It's just, men like me would laugh at this type of situation because we would never allow ourselves to be in that type of situation. But that's just men like me. She is a fiery one, though. If you watch her races and see her interviews, she is a fiery one. She's going to be getting help. Boom. The scary part, though, is not women in general, but, usually in this type of category with females, if they get angry enough, they may get to the point where they may murk you. That's the scary part. So you treading a fine line between psycho, what do they call it? Psycho batch I'm not even gonna say the bad word. Try to keep it clean here. Between psycho and not psycho. Damn, she be beating on her own man. Brother, you need some help, brother. You need to stand up for yourself. Sheesh. Uh, are you deepening how nuts 30 pounds is for Mark? Okay. What else? This is all still sports we're on. Kevin Durant looked like he got himself a new freaking arm toy. Yeah. I'm not even going to talk anything about that. Let's keep the positive vibes going. Odell Beckham has decided to retire. He played for the Giants. Wow, Odell's about to retire. Family life kicking in. Good on you, bro. Good on you. Let's see what's going on in entertainment. People are still clowning. Oh, 2 million in sales. So this is Taylor Swift making only 2 million in sales, and probably this person's clowning on her when the music doesn't sell. And this person's trying to show the sales lately. You know what? I think music in general, I haven't heard any music that really pops, like literally lately, for like new music. If you guys understand what I mean, like I haven't come across music that really is doing it for me like it used to back in the early 2000s. You know, days when music was badass. Just I don't even hear tunes that people continuously play on the radio that's hyped up anymore. It's probably got to deal with the whole Hollywood freaking music industry shakeup, with the freaking Diddy case and all the pedophiles and stuff going on over there. Maybe that's why everybody not making no music. They're trying to hide. They're trying to hide. That's sad. Sheesh. Let's get back. Zoom back into this. So we got Beyonce's Netflix special, Beyonce Bowl, wins the Emmy Award for Outstanding Costumes for Variety, Nonfiction or Reality Programming. It marks her first. What the hell just happened? What's going on? Sorry, guys. We just lost it. I think it got refreshed. We were on Explore and X refreshed itself. Damn it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Anyhow, also Beyonce's been winning awards with her latest. I think it was related to she's won an award for her latest Netflix project. She won a Peabody Award, an Emmy Award, and now a Grammy. And this person is teasing her as Beyonce is officially a pegger. What the? Yeah, that's a sexual innuendo explanation. Damn, I should have. If only I had heard this guy back in the day. We talk about it a lot. Someone should have been whispering to us about investment opportunities or things that, they saw as getting hot going on into the future. So who is this dude? This is Jermaine. I have him. I'm following him on X. Jermaine Da Vinci or something like that. Anyhow, that's his. And he was telling people just buy $1 worth of Bitcoin. And he was trying to tell them back in 2013 of May right here. Just buy $1 worth of Bitcoin and hold it. If only I had the presence of mind to listen to some or to even see this video. My mind during those old days was like, chicken. Oh, go get chicks, go get freaking drunk, go party, go freaking waste money. I was not even in the thought process of, man, I gotta save up, I gotta invest. It was those stupid, dumb days. Young, dumb, and stupid. I think there's a song out there about that. Young, dumb, and being young, dumb, and stupid. I was definitely young, dumb, and stupid. Now that I'm much older now and I got kids, and this is one of these things is what I wanted. Um, I wish could have happened in my life, but you know, your boy guys are smooth. I am my partner Chief Lot. That's kind of why we put together Wefobz, and that's why we're evolving into like you're seeing this show, Stream Search, because instead of because we didn't have these opportunities to keep our ear tuned in or our eyes and ears tuned into the world to know about investment opportunities or things that could make our life better if we got into it early, we might as well be the ones that do it for others. And we hope that, we help you on these types of journeys. Tune into the world, tune into the US, tune into what's going on. If it helps with your career, if it helps with building your investment portfolio, we want to be there for you. I mean, if it helps even with your creative process, we want to help you, guide you along those creative processes. If not indirectly, then directly. Just hit us up. We'll hook it up. You know, we'll work something out. But yeah, that goes just back to this like information like this, which we wish we've had access to back in the day on our little small island in the middle of nowhere, which is where we used to be living. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Anything else going on here? Oh, let's see what Elon Musk is saying. What are you saying, Elon? Starlink is now available in Kazakhstan. Damn, bro. I literally went and visited, you know, I was in a country where we were at, Turkmenistan. It's somewhere around here down this way, under Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan. These guys, wow, he was able to get satellite coverage for his Starlink out there. Elon is pushing the freaking limits, man. He's pushing the human limits of technology and innovation. You can't fault him for that. And it just turns out better for his companies. Over here, Tesla's trying to say 7-hour road trips aren't so bad when your Tesla does all the driving. 7 hours. Damn, this guy is letting his Tesla do self-driving too. I wonder where it's at. I guess another reason to try to go get a Tesla. All right. Let's see. We'll probably close out with this one before, and then we can get into the real juicy stuff. Whoa. Is that what I think it is? Oh, I think I've seen this video before. I think this is in Mexico. Damn, look at all that product. The ongoing battle between drug movers and crime and police. Drug pins and police. And that will always be ongoing. And with that, we can close out. Okay, we're gonna use this last one to close out the X section, in the news update section for our Wefobz stream surge. And this is a pretty good picture too. It's by the adventurous soul right here, telling us to enjoy it. This boy's looking into this mirror, and he sees himself as an old man. And the saying is, "It is only a short trip. Enjoy it." That goes back to like the all those sayings. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the trip, enjoy life while you're at it. It's a short life, you only live once. This is what this is talking about. And it's a very good thing to close on with this update for the news updates. Like we said, keep yourself tuned into all the news. Keep yourself tuned into the world. And if you don't have time to tune into the world, then just turn on the Wefobz stream search and we'll tune in for you and see what's going on and see if we, if there's anything out there that benefits us or entertains us. At least it keeps us informed. Like we said, and as we said before on previous streams, there may be times you want to disconnect, and you don't have to turn on Wefobz stream search, but we do urge you to turn it on nonetheless. Maybe leave it in the background as like background noise and stuff like that. Yeah, we don't want you to turn it off, not at all, not at all. With that, it's one of those, what would you say, one of those feelings we want, just looking back at all the news we just went over, with the things going on in the world. What really stood out to me personally was that whole the Tyler singer, with how she's trending right now, being able to only sell a very small amount of albums. And like I said, I'm asking all the trolls, like, have you sold 3.7 thousand units of your own product before? But even though I feel that way, they do make a point because she's a major artist. And where is her label, her record label? If she's not an independent artist, where is her record label? Why are they not helping her sell? And if they are, maybe, man, does her music sound that bad? After this session, we're gonna go look and see what we can find. Just listen to her tunes and see why that album is selling so bad. As we said before, too, we haven't heard any songs popping for 2025. It's always all we're listening to is like the old tracks from back in the day. No new tracks, no new original music. Why? Why is it? Why is it, people? Well, now it brings us to the next beefy section of our show. If you're tuning in once again, you like what we're bringing, make sure to smash that like button, drop us a subscribe, come chat with us if you want to chat with us. We're live right now on the stream surge. You're always open to chat with us, ask us questions, point us in directions of things that you think is going on. We would definitely want to explore with you. But also at the same time, we bring up our own topics that we're very interested in. Yesterday's topic was Nan Madol out in Pohnpei, Federated States of Micronesia. It was dealing with, ancient civilizations and theories about advanced ancient civilizations. But now this is the topic we're going to talk about now is something very close to like our heart, because we have young ones, and this topic um is actually trending in, not on X mostly, but in the general YouTuber scene, because a couple of things happened. So we want to take a look at that. What are we talking about? We're gonna be talking about this site right here. Have you ever seen this site? If you have never seen this, then I think you don't know what's going on, basically. So this is Roblox. Roblox is an online game where it has a huge community of people who build games on this platform, and they sell it and they make money off of it. And it's mostly kids that play these games. Okay, So when you read the title of our third show, it says we're gonna go into the latest surge and then talk about Roblox and the pedophile controversy, right? And the controversy surrounds this company right here. This is the company we're talking about. Roblox.com, you can find them at. We didn't sign up for anything. We didn't get into it. We just want to make a disclaimer that Guys So Smooth kids are not on this platform. Yeah, I am not on the platform either. So, but the controversy surrounding it is pretty huge. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it right here. So, what I did was I wanted Grok to help me out once again with explaining this controversy, and we're going to let's see if I can bring up the next uh, thingy right here. So their controversy is related to the game Roblox, and in Roblox they had an event, a gaming event called the Hatch, where you hatch Easter eggs and stuff like that. Okay, so you're probably why guys always booed, why Wefobz, why you talk about this? Okay, there's so this one is called the boycott the hatch controversy. It was a movement, so people boycotted this game on Roblox. It was a movement that centered around Roblox's 2025 event. So that this event was held this year. Okay, it was a large-scale Easter hunt, is what they're trying to say. I want to make sure I got this right. Where are we at? So it was a large-scale Easter hunt game on Roblox that kids could get into, and it launched on July 2nd, 2025, and it ran until July 12th, right? So if you want to, I'm getting this information from Grok through filibusterblog.com and IGN.com and the backdash.com. I'll give you all the sources. If you don't know all the sources where we're getting all our information, just drop a comment, drop a chat message. We can send you the sources. So the controversy about this game itself within Roblox erupted because they included a developer who was named the official Teddy. Okay, let me see if I can bring that up. So controversy. It was the boycott. They included a developer in this game. Official Teddy. This guy. This is his icon, his profile, PFP icon. And this official Teddy person, or the person behind the official Teddy moniker, username, actually is what you call it, was accused of developing condo games which allegedly featured romantic dating or sexually suggestive content. It was hell inappropriate for Roblox's, underage audience. Like 40% of the players in Roblox is like under 13. And these games that this person, this official Teddy person was putting out, think more along the lines of Grand Theft Auto, but you got little kids playing Grand Theft Auto. So they were saying in those games, so Roblox, like we said, Roblox is freaking for little kids, like from kindergarten up, 5th grade, 6th grade, and probably beyond. But if you got kindergartners and then tuning into games which kind of had like deals with sexual um sexual topics, making them do sexual related things in there, would you want something like that on that? So yeah, so the whole controversy, once again, they had the Hatch event, and this person was invited to the Hatch event. This developer was invited to the Hatch event. And everybody did it hated him because he had like a predatory behavior. I mean, the games that he created made a lot of pedophile predators come to them to look for kids. That's what I'm just trying to say. This guy's been banned before. This Teddy dude's been banned before. But still, he still got an open invitation to come to the hatch event that they had going, that Roblox had going. So with all that being said, even though he was banned, even though he was known to create this frickin' the content that child predators usually use to go after kids on Roblox, freaking Roblox still allowed him to come to the event. This what I'm repeating myself again. That's what caused the backlash. People started canceling and pulling out. They were invited to the event, like big time names on Roblox too. They pulled out, and that's how you had the name of the boycott the hatch movement. Like everybody's like, F this, we ain't going over there. We don't want to stand for people who protect predators, kid predators and stuff like that. And then Roblox had their own response. They released their response like June 19th, 2025. That was not too long ago. That was not too long ago, people. They issued a statement acknowledging that the official Teddy's invitation, this dude, was a mistake, and they're rescinding it and promising to reevaluate their vetting process. So on June 30th, after further investigation, Roblox confirmed a separate policy violation by the official Teddy and permanently banned him and his creations from the platform. So they finally banned this guy and all his games that was on Roblox from the platform. Took it off. After how long? It was up there for years, they're saying. And despite this, many in the community, including Piggy developer Minitoon, I guess it's a very popular developer on Roblox, they still express skepticism about Roblox moderation, arguing that the platform's response was reactive rather than proactive, and that deeper safety issues persisted. So, once again, it goes back to the whole controversy with Roblox. That's the first one, the first recent one. There's actually more. And this is where the part we get into the pedophile part, you know. F pedophiles, like literally. I have, yeah. These punks deserve whatever bad thing happens to them in life. That's just my personal view on it. Anyhow, the second controversy is called the Schlep ban controversy. Schlep is a guy. Let me see. Can bring up his photo. This guy right here. No. This dude. He was banned from Roblox. The reason why he was banned for Roblox, everybody might think is this guy a pedophile. No, he's not a pedophile. This guy was hunting down the pedophiles and getting them arrested from Roblox. All the pedophiles that were on Roblox, this guy was literally hunting them down and getting them arrested and taking them out of the, getting them submitting to Roblox all the bad things that these predators were doing on the Roblox platform. This was the guy who was doing it. His name is Michael Schlep. But you know what happened? He got freaking banned by Roblox. Roblox banned this guy for life, actually. And that's what caused the current Schlep ban controversy. So he's a 22-year-old content creator known for his predator hunting videos, which aim to expose alleged child predators on Roblox. So he's on YouTube. He's got 620,000 YouTube subscribers. Damn, bro, I want to get on your level. We want to get on your level. Wefobz wants to be on your level. And I'll get back to the story. And he's conducted sting operations by posing like He goes out there and makes like he's a young underage player, and he identifies these predators that come by, and then he tells them, like, he sets up meetings with them. By first he takes them off, like, they don't chat in Roblox anymore. He makes them chat in Discord. There's a app, it's another website and or app that you can send messages in and chat with another people, kind of like Zoom and stuff like that. Anyhow, so he finds these predators. He Michael Schlepp makes himself to be about a young kid, and he finds these predators trying to prey on young kids, and he pretends he's a young kid, and he takes them to, like, he says, "Hey, meet me on Discord," and then when he takes them there, then he starts laying out the groundwork to have law enforcement come in and arrest these guys committing the act of trying to meet up with this so-called young person that he's trying to play. Okay, so on August 10th, wow, that was like 2 days ago, Schlepp received a cease and desist letter from Roblox accusing him of violating community standards by engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations, sharing personal identification identifiable information, and directing users off platform. So basically, Roblox turned back and said, yo, you are violating our terms or services by freaking being a child predator. They called this guy a child predator, like a predator. But he wasn't a predator. He was hunting child predators. And this is what people got. This is what people are currently angry about. Like, what the F, Roblox? Why are you banning somebody who's trying to take all the freaking bad guys off of your stupid platform? All these dudes and dudettes who are freaking going after kids. Why are you banning this person? Like I said it right here. I read it out. Simulated child endangerment. He was not endangering any kids of any type. And then they said, like, oh, because you are sharing personal identifiable information and you're directing users off platform, meaning you're taking them off the Roblox platform. So Roblox terminated all his accounts, including those he'd used since his childhood. Damn. Seriously? Poor guy. I can see why the controversy is so big right now. So, Michael Schlepp. Remember, he's not the bad guy. This guy is one of the good ones. So, Roblox response right now is like their chief safety officer named Matt Kaufman. That's this dude right here. Where is he? Matt Kaufman is their chief security officer. He's over here uh, saying stuff like the vigilante actions violate policies and could undermine safety protocols. A Roblox spokesperson suggested Schlepp's method had a profit motive, like YouTube ad revenue and merchandise, and failed to provide actionable information through Schlepp. Failed to provide actionable information, though Schlepp disputed this, claiming he sent detailed evidence of these child predators. And then Roblox maintained that its moderation systems and law enforcement collaborations are sufficient. But critics of Roblox, including Schlepp, argue that reports often go unresolved, citing cases like the Nepali incel case, who remained active on Roblox despite FBI arresting this person for unrelated threats. Okay, getting back to stuff. So the whole incident with Roblox, these controversies with Roblox is not really a good look for the company itself. Actually, at the last part with Schlepp's case, I actually understand where Roblox is coming from. I mean, they can't they have to protect their image in terms of they can't be having other vigilantes coming out, because you could have somebody pose as a vigilante. You know, this is from, if I'm putting myself in their shoes, you can have somebody pose as a superhero, but they're going after, they can say, oh, we're going for justice, but they can get twisted in their justice and go after innocent people. That's probably why they're trying to say that stuff. At the same time, it still gives, wait, let me think this over. No, no, no. I think they also had a point, because if Schlepp was putting these videos on YouTube and he had them monetized, that's, yes, that would definitely violate the terms of service for Roblox. Even that of itself. But then the way it looks like Roblox, the way they ban you is they don't just ban you, they remove all your accounts and your access to Roblox, period. So you lose out on a lot of stuff. You lose out on potential money earnings. You lose out on things you paid for, games you paid for on that platform. Very complicated, because I'm on the side of, like, man, they should be worshiping this dude. They should be praising Michael Schlepp. But Michael Schlepp was doing it for profit as well. So it was a give and take. And Roblox had to do what Roblox had to do. I'm not standing up for Roblox. What I'm standing up for is Roblox needs to do better in terms of hunting down and getting rid of child predators all over their platform. Because it is a platform that a lot of them exist on. All these pedophiles are on that Roblox platform. It's just a proven fact. And if it's not a proven fact, I will hold a disclaimer here saying that it's proven fact allegedly. But no, this is no laughing matter. It's been close to my heart because I do have young ones of myself. And I did come up against this with YouTube. There were YouTube videos out there which were a bit freaky. My kids, when they were not even in school, before my daughter was even able to go to kindergarten, she was watching this one YouTube video, and I took a look at it, and I thought it was just a cartoon. I didn't pay too much attention. I just put on kids cartoon. Then the freaking thing started doing, like, started saying sexual words and started portraying sexual acts as a cartoon image. I almost flung my phone. I actually almost flung my phone across the freaking hallway, but didn't want to. Instead, reported the video. Told my daughter she ain't gonna watch no YouTube videos without my permission anymore, and that was that. But that woke my eyes up, because I was coming from, an island in the middle of nowhere to the United States, basically here in Hawaii, and I didn't know too much about the whole child predator um debacle that's been going on with how they got into platforms like YouTube or any platform that has kids on it. What With all this being said, like I said, this hit close to heart for us here at Wefobz, because we connected with whatever going on at the Roblox with the Roblox controversy. And that's why we wanted to put the word out to you as parents. If you're a parent, or if you know any kids, you have nephews and nieces, uh, little cousins, you have little brothers or sisters, Roblox is not a safe place for kids. You're going to need to moderate the content that you have your kids going on. You're going to go need to watch what they're doing on Roblox, because if they're going to be that kind of offhand with how they punish um, child predators, aka pedophiles, aka freaking criminals, aka they need to get put down under. They're gonna be offhanded with their punishments like that, and instead go after people that take these bad guys out of their platform. I don't know. It's not a really good look for Roblox itself. Not a really good look for the company. I do hope that they do better, and I do hope more better things will come of it. But I just, for right now, as I said before, I ain't having my kids go on Roblox. I'm not gonna let them discover Roblox right now. I'm good with them doing I'm not promoting the game. I got my kids playing Minecraft. They're really into Minecraft. I watch what they play. I also watch there's a kids if you go on streaming platforms like what's the stream? Amazon stream or whatever. They have these little kids channels on there. I'm also watching the channels to see if anything stupid shows up in these channels. So you always want to make sure you're checking out whatever is going on or whatever your kids are into or tuned into. Okay, with with what like with content that they digest. You never never want to be lenient about that. You always want to be on your toes about that. Be on your toes about what you teach your kids or what your kids are getting into. You be the guide. Because when you're not the guide and your kids are out there, then they turn into freaking hooligans and they start getting, corrupted thinking they're too young to figure things out. But then when they're too young to figure things out and you're not there guiding them morally and responsibly, then what's the use of having kids? With that being said, I think that's the last message for the day. That's the message for our third show right here. Stream Surge on Wefobz. Man. We hope you enjoyed this session of Stream Surge, and we're looking to do another one later on tomorrow. So we'll probably do. We can see how many we can do within a week. We hope you've enjoyed the news. We hope you enjoyed the information pertaining to what's going on with companies like Roblox. That's the kind of stuff we'll be bringing to you. Whatever suits, whatever peaks our antennas at the time, we'll definitely get posted up and start talking about it here on Stream Surge. But till then, get out there, touch some grass, drink some water, work out, exercise, be healthy, be happy, and don't worry. It's your boy Guy So Smooth signing out for Wefobz here on the Stream Surge. Wefobz!